Hi, so my name is Sarah Weyand. I am a student in Mr. Lewis's second period AP US History class, and I am going to be talking about the underrepresentation and discrimination and harassment towards women in the computer science industry. It's an industry that I want to go into. I'm interested in majoring in computer science and possibly going into video gaming or animation, and so the way that women are treated in that industry, being a woman myself, is an issue that I would like to address. So just kind of some background on women in the computer science industry. I have a couple charts and graphs that I can show you so that you kind of get a better idea visually of what I'm talking about. So there's a chart here. It is talking about the number of women who get computer science bachelor's degrees in comparison to men. So just kind of looking at that gap there, you can tell that the computer science industry is extremely disproportionately represented in comparison to the rest of the fields. And then the final graphic I have here is a graph, and the one that we are paying attention to is the red line. That's the computer science line. The percentage of women who major in computer science has decreased drastically. So because of those things, those graphs that I showed you, you can kind of tell that it would lead to some troubles in the workplace. Video gaming and technology is kind of considered to be like a man's field. So women, or your ideas aren't valid. Their articles aren't taken seriously if they write articles for a journal or a newspaper. And they can just experience discrimination or harassment by men in the workplace because there aren't a lot of other women working with them. Obviously, this problem most directly affects women who work in the computer science industry, but it also affects other women too, and women in different fields, and especially younger girls who might be interested in video games or aren't sure what kind of major they would like to pursue. That kind of can make some girls afraid of, oh, well, it's inevitable that I'm going to be harassed or my ideas aren't going to be taken seriously. And so they would pursue a different major. It's a cycle because now you don't have more women entering into college and universities wanting to major in there, and therefore jobs aren't given to women because there aren't any women in that career path. So there are a couple things being done about this issue. In late January, President Obama passed this new initiative called Computer Science for All, and its goal was to give more funding for computer science to be taught in schools and make the AP Computer Science course and the materials that it requires more accessible to students. And that's a bonus for helping the industry grow as a whole. At the same time, it's not specifically helping women and increasing their interest in representations. It's providing funding for education as a whole. So now for my propositions. If colleges and universities offer scholarships that are specific to women interested in going into and pursuing a major in computer science, that would draw a lot of attention, and it could help women become more interested. Those scholarships could be offered by colleges and universities themselves, or they could be offered by private organizations. Another thing that I think would be really beneficial would be to try and get girls interested in computer science at a younger age. More camps or classes could be made available to younger girls in all-girl class taught by a female professional. That would kind of help reduce the fear of a male-dominated industry where you feel like uncomfortable in a specific environment. Once women get into the workplace and it's more of a balanced environment, the harassment's just going to go down by itself because men don't think that they can take advantage of women when there are more of them in a group. If you have public service announcements and if the media focuses on these sorts of issues, then that draws attention to it as well, and more people would become aware of the problem. I'm sure many people aren't aware that this problem exists, and more things could be done about that as well. And if something gets more attention, then more is going to be done to stop it. So I think that's pretty much it. Computer science is obviously a very important issue to me, and I really believe that in addition to helping the computer science industry, it would help other fields as well by having women's equality become more of a reality in one field. That could spread and influence other industries as well, and that's really important too. So thank you very much for listening. Bye.